All right, I had a little bit of a snafu this morning at the gym. At no fault of me, no fault of mine. Basically, what happened was they have these classes that go on when the gym opens. It's one of the first classes, a fitness class that they have, and they're playing a lot of music that I just feel that it probably get copyrighted. So, at the end of the day, all I wanted to do is be able to make my video, post content, and not take any risk when I, submit the music onto or the video onto YouTube. I just didn't want to get a copyright gig, so whatever. So I'm about to go ahead and start this video. I guess I'm just gonna do like a picture in picture so you can see my, my big mug, and I can talk about what I'm doing for this exercise for the next couple minutes here. All right, so here we go. So yeah, this is my Norway workout number 11. Bring the noise. Some of the music that came on while I was on a drive. Some a little bit of Public Enemy. Here's the workout descriptions. What I'm going to be doing today. The first off is going to be the bench dip. And all right, so yeah, this exercise was, I don't know, it was pretty easy for me. Doing these dips, we used to do them all the time in the Army. Just find a piece of equipment, piece of real estate around the company area, and start doing some dips for team PT. Yeah, this was 5 sets of 12, so I knocked those out fairly quick. Then it was the front delt that led us into the dumbbell front raise. I misread the instructions on this, or rather, I read the instructions correctly. It's just that on the Fitbod app, there's a video that demonstrates the exercise itself. And so I went to look at the video just to make sure I was doing it right, and it didn't match the description in the instructions. So I reread the instructions, and I'm doing them correctly as per the instructions. But in the video, they would have you do both dumbbells at the same time. So I will give it a chance and do the exercise as the video illustrates, and see if I notice a difference. But here I'm using 10 pounds. I just didn't want to blow out my shoulder. I had minor shoulder issues before, and I just want to make sure I'm not going to hurt myself. All right, so now we're going into the shoulder press. I'm still keeping it rather light. This is 22.5 pounds. I believe I did 3 sets of 12, or 5 sets of 12, excuse me. The description had you sit down on a bench with a back at 90 degrees. All those were taken because I'm in a public gym. Next is the Arnold press. Again, same sitting situation, but I had to modify it and sit on this box. And the reason for it, like I said, all the equipment was taken, but this was an exercise I've never done before. I've seen guys in the gym do it while I was during my military career. I was more into doing powerlifting or more functional type exercises. And the guys that were doing this exercise were generally just really buff dudes who, their scope of fitness was, their whole focus of fitness was totally different than mine. I just couldn't I'm already a big guy. I didn't want to get any bigger and look like, Lee Haney or Arnold Schwarzenegger running around the battlefield. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed doing this exercise. I'm definitely going to do this one again when it comes up. I kept it pretty light. All right, so now we're doing the standing shoulder press. It called for 50 pounds. I went with 22.5. What you don't see here, and it's really hard to illustrate that in the video, is that I'm putting a lot of my weight on the heels of my feet. And I find that I get a little more strength. I have more support in pushing up. Now, when I do push presses, I normally get in a fighter stance, bringing my right foot a little bit forward. Next, we have the easy bar. a tricep extension. The workout actually had me doing the skull crushers. I just didn't want to try to fight for a piece of equipment, so I did the standing easy bar tricep extensions as a substitution. I felt like it was a good substitution for this, but I think this particular workout lacked a lot of tricep exercises. But I say that now, but later on, I saw that when I get into some of the other exercises, I was using a lot of triceps, but it wasn't to the point of muscle failure. This is the second to last exercise, the plank, and I forget what it's called, whatever. Anyway, I'm doing this exercise mainly because my core is really weak, and I'm all over the place. This is kind of embarrassing, but it's going to get better, and part of the thing about going to the gym is it's all about doing better and getting better at what you're doing or becoming healthy. And so I'm not displeased in my performance. I'm just, you know what? It is what it is. But it was a good training day for me. I really enjoyed doing it. I have no qualms about using this Fitbod app. I'm not really a big fan on fad workouts. I do a lot of cycling, and I'm just a big guy and trying to do things that lighter people do, and hopefully in the long run I can trim down a little bit and knock off some of the dad bod insulation I got going on around the waist. But I feel like I'm gonna be in good condition to go to Norway and do all the hiking that I'm going to do. I know that there's not a lot to hiking other than just walking, right? But you are engaging muscles differently than you are if you're running. And during my military career, we did a lot of rucking, and while I was deployed in Afghanistan, we were always in the mountains. And I just remember there were times I was just smoked, but I was also carrying a heavier load. So it's not like my wife and I are going to be carrying heavy loads, but I just want to be able to get from point A to point B and back and enjoy the scenery without feeling like I'm going to kill over and die. Well, hey, that's all I have for today. Hey, I really would appreciate it if you subscribe it, share it, like it, comment, do all the things the YouTubers tell you to do. But most importantly, enjoy your life. Have a good time, and don't let the small things get in the way of your life. All right. This is Looking Over Strange to Range. My name is Javier Mackey, and I'll see you tomorrow if I go to the gym and halftime video and work out. We'll see.